की तरफ से आज इस सेशन की शुरुआत करती हूँ। वेलकम ऑफ चीफ गेस्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट चेयरमैन, जिनकी स्वीट सी स्माइल है, मिसेस मीनल लाठी मैम। वेलकम मैम। डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइस चेयरमैन मिसेस अश्वती मैम, डिस्ट्रिक्ट ट्रेजरर गिरीशा मैम, and all participants and all presidents of District 303, past presidents and executive members and all participants members, welcome all of you. हार को जीत की एक दुआ मिल गई, हार को जीत की एक दुआ मिल गई, तप्त मौसम में ठंडी हवा मिल गई। आज आए इस सेशन में तो यूं आप आए इस सेशन में तो यूं लगा जैसे दिल के दर्द की दवा मिल गई। स्पीकर्स हैदराबाद से जुड़े हमारे स्पीकर्स कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट डॉक्टर P.A. Jivani सर जी, वेलकम टू यू दिस सेशन। सर जी वेलकम, सर जी वेलकम आपका हमारी टीम और मेरी तरफ से।
थैंक यू।
सर जी का इंट्रोडक्शन देने के लिए मैं माइक मिसेस कमल गुलाटी एग्जीक्यूटिव मेंबर उनको हैंड ओवर करती हूँ।
Thank you very much, Sadhna, for giving me this opportunity. A very good evening to one and all present here. Dear friends, we all are going through a tough time, but what really matters is how well we stay through it. These days have been a great learning experience for all of us. इन दिनों से हमें एक सीख मिली है कि लाइफ में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट हेल्थ है। Yes, health is the only way. और कहते हैं ना, जान है तो जहान है। If there is life, then there is the world. और साथ में ये भी राइट है कि a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. इसलिए अपनी हेल्थ की तरफ पूरा ध्यान कैसे दिया जाए, इसकी पूरी सही नॉलेज देने के लिए आज हमारे बीच आए हैं एक ऐसे डायनेमिक एंड वेरी डाउन टू अर्थ पर्सनालिटी, डॉक्टर P.A. Jivani, जो कहते हैं देयर आर नो प्रॉब्लम्स ओनली चैलेंजेस। ये इनका लाइफ मोटो है। At present, he is a senior consultant and an international cardiologist since 1996 in Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences, Secunderabad. He has done his MBBS from Government Medical Nagpur, MCPS from College of Physicians and Surgeons, Mumbai, PCAT from Royal Postgraduate Medical School, London, DNB Cardiology from Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences, Hyderabad, and he had, during the past, his positions were as a cardiologist and medical specialist, Ministry of Health, Saudi Arabia. He has been an assistant professor of cardiology, Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences, Hyderabad. He has been working as a senior consultant cardiologist in Mahavir Cardiovascular Center, Hyderabad, and has been honored with as a life member Indian Medical Association. He has been honored as a life member Cardiology Society of India, as a life member National Academy of Medical Sciences, and he has been honored as a life member European Society of Cardiology. He has been honored as a past president Cardiology Society of Andhra Pradesh. He has been as a chairman credentialing and privileging committee Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences, Hyderabad. He has been honored as a postgraduate teacher for D&B cardiology. Salute to you, sir. And about his hobbies and extracurricular activities, we'll enjoy listening. He has been a captain in Kabaddi team in Government Medical College, Nagpur. Above all, he has been an Hindi stage acting member in Government Medical College, Nagpur, and he has been certified as a scuba diver, 18 meters depth. He has been as in health education, as a public lectures. And his hobbies is reading, traveling, yoga, and physical fitness practice. I'm so much honored, sir, to tell everybody about your biodata and about your life history. So much honored. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And here I invite him to empower us with the right knowledge of how to take care of our health. Please, sir, mic up to you now. Thank you.
तो
Thank
बहुत खुशी
you.
हुई आप जुड़े हैं हमारे साथ में, बहुत बहुत खुशी हुई.
Thank you for so much for all those kind words. And yeah, are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Please start.
Right. So once again, thank you.
सर मैं सभी को एक बार म्यूट कर देती हूँ, आप खुद को अनम्यूट कर लेना.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So before we start, let me congratulate you for taking the reins of this prestigious Inner Wheel Club. I believe installation of the team has already been done some time back. And I really appreciate you all, the president, treasurer, secretary, all the members for taking this bold initiative of doing something for the society. Whatever I try to learn about Inner Wheel Club, it's a international, very acclaimed, prestigious organization. You are able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Okay. So this is a prestigious organization with important objectives in many fields, like empowerment of women, peace, women and child health, poverty alleviation, and education and health. So you got a lot of responsibility as club members and office bearers of Inner Wheel. So I wish you all the best for your successful tenure, and I'm sure you will be able to do a great service to the people of Washim and around. Our today's program brings very, very fond memories of our association with Washim people. I am not new to Washim. In association with Washim, Rotary Club, Lions Club, Renault Memorial Hospital, and very dynamic people of Washim, some of the names I can easily remember: Brijlalji, Dr. Ashok Bang, Dr. Sunil, Dr. Arun Nova. In their association, we have done very worth remembering camps in service of not only people of Washim, but all the places, all the districts around Washim. After so many years, we have never been able to do that kind of service for the society what we could do in Washim. And all the credit goes to very dynamic, active people of Washim. And we once again, on behalf of our organization, we thank them. After so many years, even people today, the patients who were operated in those camps, many of you probably may not know, but we have done a lot of surgical camps in Washim, in Renault Memorial Hospital for many years. And even people, those patients I come across even now, they thank the organizers of Washim who conducted this camp, and not only thank them, bless them and remember them. So once again, thank you to be again with people of Washim. It is my honor, and thank you for inviting me on this important occasion. Am I audible clearly? Yes, good. So now what I thought, there are all women in today's meeting, audience? All only women are there, there are some men also. Okay. Yeah, so what we'll do today, that I'll talk my thoughts, I'll convey my thoughts about the empowerment of women, and also some important health aspects which are important for the betterment of women. So I was told by Mr. Shyam that I should talk something about corona and then something about the health issues in general and particularly for women. So now corona, you already must be knowing a lot of things about corona. You have been reading, you have been seeing the news channels, TV, and you may be having enough information. So instead of giving a talk on corona, what I suggest that if you have any doubts about corona, any important questions, we can interact on that issue. Is it okay? You can unmute some mics, and if you have any questions about corona, any curiosity or anything you don't understand, I'll try to answer them. Is that okay? Hello? Is that okay? Can you unmute some of the mics, and if you have any questions about corona, or you want me to just tell you something about corona? What do you like?
सर सबको अनम्यूट कर रखा है तो
अच्छा, तो मैं बोलता हूँ. ओके.
हाँ, नहीं तो फिर मैं सबको ये कर लेती हूँ, अनम्यूट कर दूं क्या? सबको म्यूट है तो
हाँ, वैसा करेंगे. अगर उनके क्वेश्चंस है तो कोरोना के बारे में
बाद में कर लेंगे. एक बार आपका हो जाए ना, फिर करते हैं सर.
अच्छा, तो कोरोना के बारे में
होगा, फिर वो बाद में बहुत सारी आवाज आती है ना, तो
ओके ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है.
अगर किसी को कुछ बोलना है तो चैट में टाइप करके अभी डाल सकते हैं. या
और किसी को अब ये अपना सेशन है, थोड़ा बहुत इंटरैक्टिव सेशन है.
ओके, तो खोल दूं क्या सर? सबको लॉक खोल दूं क्या? अनम्यूट कर दूं क्या?
हाँ, करिए.
लेकिन फिर वन बाय वन प्लीज खुद को अनम्यूट कीजिएगा. एक साथ में सब करेंगे तो डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. प्लीज इसका ध्यान रखिए.
नहीं, हाँ
कर दीजिए.
Okay, so can we interact with everybody now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please continue.
Yeah. So everybody is able to hear me, and even they can express. So I have a question, not only as elite members of Inner Wheel Club, but in general, as educated, responsible people of society. What do you want in life? What is your expectation? What do you want to achieve? Can anybody wants to give their...
To stay fit. Stay fit, healthy.
Good. Or anybody else?
Good health.
To go with the positive thinking.
Yeah. Very good. So that means you want to have a successful life, is it?
Yes.
You are looking for a successful life. So before you want something, you should know what does that mean. So what do you think is a successful life? Anybody, any ideas?
Yes, during this pandemic time also, we should think positive.
Okay.
Like I'm working as a principal of the school. I'm running a school, and now during these days the school is totally at the downfall. But still, I am taking this time as a precious time so that I can work from the scratch on the new things. I'm making videos. I'm going on the online. Means something new we are doing.
Very good, excellent. Yes. So, what is definition of successful life? I'll tell you that life which is satisfying physically, economically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually. So now you can imagine a life where you have everything, but psychologically you are not sound. For example, you have a lot of jealousy, you have a lot of ego, you have a lot of unhealthy competition attitude. You cannot be happy. If you have everything, but economically you are not well off, again it's a problem. You are economically well off and you are mentally, psychologically fit, but you are physically not fit. Again, you can't be happy. So to have a happy and successful life, you have to pay attention to all these aspects of life. That means you have to make efforts to be physically fit, mentally fit, socially fit, spiritually fit. Now, socially, for example, you have everything, but you are not able to do anything for the society. You are not recognized in the society. Again, it's some kind of unhappiness will be there. So, to attain this kind of successful life, what you need to do is you have to plan. You have to prepare. And you have to work in a disciplined way to groom all these aspects of your life. Now, we have a very short time. Okay. We have very short time to go on all these aspects. But one thing is sure, that health is a very, very important requirement to become happy and successful. If you are not healthy, you will not be able to fulfill your social responsibilities, family responsibilities, and your personal responsibilities. So health is very, very important link between successful life and happiness. So nowadays we are living a very, very so-called modern life. आधुनिक जीवन जिसको हम कहते हैं, ये आधुनिक जीवन की कुछ अच्छाइयां भी है. There are very good things about modern life, but there are some things which are not desirable in our modern life. Like what? Like we want to become successful in very short time. There is lot of, you are able to hear me, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we want to be successful or well off or rich in very short time, or we are taking undue, unnecessary stress because of very unhealthy competition. And for that unhealthy competition, we are trying to compromise some responsibilities towards ourselves towards our family, towards our society. So, so-called modern life, because of this, for example, I'll tell you, many of us people in Washim and even in my town, why people buy car? What do you think? Why they buy car? Okay,
For
one
their
car
comfort.
may, yes, so one car generally is enough, but some families want to buy 2 cars, 3 cars. Okay, somebody who has got Maruti, for few days he is happy, and then he is looking forward to buy Honda or Mercedes or something like that. So we are spending more and more time and our energies for things which really do not contribute to our well-being, right? Once we buy an expensive car, we are always worried somebody will scratch it, there will be accident, somebody will take it. And in this kind of undesirable attitude of life, what is happening? We are sleeping in AC rooms, but not getting sleep. We have become so materialistic that every few 5-10,000 kilometers, we don't forget to service our car. But we don't have time, or we don't spend money on our own health checkup or health checkup of our family members. We are so busy that people don't get time to do even basic checkup like blood pressure and sugar. So, because of this stressful life, and in the name of modern life, we have adopted very wrong kind of food habits. We are relying more and more on fast foods, packaged foods, and unhealthy junk food. Junk food, I don't blame only Western food, even some of our Indian food is also comes in the category of junk. And without giving proper thought, we go on consuming this kind of nutrition or food, which is, hello, yeah. So, which is very, very harmful our body. You know that packaged and ready-made food and fast food contains so many preservatives, so many chemicals, and so much kind of bad fat that it is like a slow poison for our body. But it has become a status to go to a big restaurant to eat pizza, McDonald's, or some even Indian restaurant, and we consume this food in unnecessary quantity and more frequently than a healthy food. Even our children, because of our improper upbringing, they are getting used to this kind of fast food. Fast food, junk food is a slow poison. Because of all these factors which I have tried to elaborate, we as a society are going through a set of diseases which are called non-communicable diseases. I will mention only 4 or 5 of them. Why only 4 or 5 of them? They are very common, first thing. They are very easy to diagnose and very easy to prevent and even easy to treat. So what those are diseases? Because of these 4 or 5 diseases, which I'll mention very soon, 40%, more than 40% of all deaths in our community, in our Indian society, are because of these diseases. What are they? First thing is blood pressure. Second one is diabetes. Third is heart problem, what is called heart attack in layman's term. Third is obesity, overweight. And fifth thing is anxiety and depression. These diseases have become so common, you will be surprised to know that every third person, adult age group, is having blood pressure. Every fourth person is having diabetes. Every fifth person is overweight or obese. And almost 20% of our population, particularly in cities and big towns, are suffering from anxiety and depression. They have become so common. We as a society and our government are forced to spend hundreds of millions of our in worth of rupees on treatment of these problems. So these diseases are unique in the sense I said they are very common. Second thing, in the initial stages, there are no symptoms for these diseases. They are silent problems, but they are important. For example, blood pressure. Most of the people suffering from blood pressure, they do not know that they have this disease. But it is dangerous. It is called silent killer. Similarly, diabetes, unless the blood sugars become very high or blood pressure becomes very high, there are no symptoms. But even in mild forms, they are equally dangerous. So, as I said, these diseases are because of our lifestyle, because of our faulty lifestyle. I will elaborate those factors, how we can prevent them, how we can correct them. And these are easily preventable. It is very simple to diagnose. You don't need to go to a very big doctor, specialist or big hospital and spend thousands of rupees for diagnosis of this. One interesting thing about obesity, every 10% increase in your body weight, more than normal, reduces your lifespan by 20%. You understand what I'm telling? If you are overweight by 10%, suppose your weight should be say 60 kg and you are 70 kg, your lifespan is reduced by 20%. So you are destined to live say 90 years. For various reasons and various diseases, you are likely to end your life by 70 years. So 20% life is reduced for every 10% increase in your weight. Now, why you become obese? It is our lifestyle. We never think what we are eating. We never think how we are spending our day. And we are promoting all fast and junk food, which is the important cause for obesity. For example, all sugar containing soft drinks, whichever, it may be Indian drink or Pepsi or Coca-Cola or Maaza or whatever it is, they have absolutely no nutrition value, but they are so dangerous. They are one of the important reasons for obesity, particularly in young generation and well-off people. So, as I said, all these diseases are related to our lifestyle. So, now what to do? How can you prevent? So, I will try to share, if I can, screen. Okay, it may waste time, but I'll tell you. There is a nice proverb. Please listen to this carefully. If you want something you never had, if you want something you never had, you need to do something which you have never done. You get my point, what I'm trying to say? So, if you want to prevent these diseases, you will have to change your lifestyle, which you have never done so far. How to do it? This is a very simple thing, but it requires a concentrated effort, awareness, and little bit of education about these diseases. So how you can 1 second. Yeah. So what will you do to change your lifestyle? As I said, it is important, whether you like it or not, assume that these diseases, they do not affect only others, they can affect us also. And become aware that how you can detect them in early stage. So simple thing is what you should do. If you think that you are a completely healthy person, don't forget to check your blood pressure once in 3 months. Very simple thing. I would suggest that now you must be having an office of Inner Wheel Club. Keep a nice automatic BP monitoring machine in your office and welcome everybody, whether they are your members or not. They can just come once in a while and check their blood pressure. It's a very simple technique. It can be taught to anybody and you don't need to go to a doctor. If your blood pressure is normal, just get it checked once in 3 months. No need to check daily. Similarly, for blood sugar, check once in 6 months. If it is normal, once a year checkup of blood sugar is enough. In your drawing room, every house, you should have a weighing machine. Now, electronic weighing machine is available for few thousand rupees. Keep every family member once a month should check their weight. You know that your weight should be this much and you are putting on weight, even 1 or 2 kgs has increased. You have to be immediately alert and you have to take steps to correct that. Because if you neglect and you have already put on 10, 15, 20 kg weight, it would become very, very difficult to bring it down. But if you have increased 1 or 2 kgs and you know that this is a dangerous path, you can immediately take steps to correct it. I don't mean to say that people who have 10 or 15 kg overweight cannot reduce it, but they will have to work much harder. If you keep weighing machine in your drawing room, even children, youngsters, they also will become aware about the problems of obesity. And in their later ages, they will not become overweight. Then this is simple thing. In case your blood pressure is high, you must go and consult your doctor. In the early stages, medicines are not required. What is required is change in lifestyle, in the sense that cut down salt intake in your food. Most important thing. If you are overweight, reduce your weight by controlling your diet. Go for regular physical exercise. And most of the people, this mild blood pressure can get normalized or corrected even without taking lifelong medicine. But if blood pressure is very high, then of course your doctor will be the best person to decide whether you should be treated for this blood pressure or no. As I said, blood pressure, there are not many symptoms of blood pressure. Your blood pressure can be very high without symptoms. It's a silent killer. And it is responsible for stroke, for heart attack, for kidney disease, and so many other problems, which are life-threatening, even if you have no symptoms. Similarly, for blood sugar, if your blood sugar is high, your doctor would be the best person to advise you about how to treat it. Second thing, regular physical exercise is a fundamental need of the body. Our creation of our body is such that it is designed to do physical work. But what is happening in this modern world, or in what we call Adhunik Jivan, there is complete lack of physical exercise. Our body is not designed for rest and using remote controls and cars and sleeping in AC rooms. Our body is designed for hard work. Okay. Fortunately or unfortunately, most of the people, we don't have to do hard work. But then, regular physical exercise becomes important need, not important, it is mandatory requirement of our body. Now, many people have misconception about exercise. Many people think that after food, they go for 20 minutes walk and come back, and then they complain that still they got blood pressure, still they got blood sugar, still they are putting on weight. We are not talking of that kind of leisurely walk of 15 minutes. That's not enough. You have to fix a timetable in your daily routine. Generally, first thing in the morning, go for regular walk, brisk walk after some practice. I am not telling you to start running tomorrow. No. Go for normal walk. Every week you slightly increase the distance. Every few weeks slightly increase the speed. Your objective after few months you should be walking at least for 40 minutes, 4 kilometers. That would be kind of physical exercise we are talking. Now, walking is just not enough exercise. It is only part of exercise. To remain fit, to remain healthy, to remain productive, you need to keep your body flexible. You see so many people as they go into their 30s and 40s and 50s, almost every second person has back pain. Almost every third person has neck pain, joint pains, arthritis, and then they become very, very limited in their day-to-day life, and they cannot think forget about family or society. They can't do much for themselves also. You want to prevent these diseases, there are certain kind of stretching exercises. You can go on any YouTube or any Google and you find very simple exercises which will take only 15 to 20 minutes daily, which can prevent all these chronic diseases related to flexibility of your body. Third thing, you have a very healthy, good body. You have a supple body, which is flexible. But mentally also, you have to be very calm, quiet, and alert. So meditation should be part of your regular routine. That kind of wholesome exercise can prevent many of these problems, along with diet control. Now, what do you mean by diet control? What we are talking about? We are not talking of some spending thousands of rupees on some fat diets or some expensive diet programs. No, I will tell you very simple rules of diet control. If you are overweight, reduce your daily food intake by 40%. Whatever you are eating, reduce by 40%. If you want to reduce, only walking will not reduce your weight. Walking can make you fit, but diet control is most important for weight reduction. If you are normal weight, eat 20% less than your appetite. Always think as if you are going for another dinner or somewhere. You eat that much only in one meal. Third thing, in general, completely avoid all junk and fast foods. As I said, they contain a lot of preservatives, lot of chemicals, and lot of bad fat, which is which is responsible for diseases like heart attack and blood pressure and kidney problems. So avoid junk food. Third thing, as much as possible in your daily routine, daily your menu, you should include plenty of vegetables, fresh fruits. I am not talking of expensive imported fruits. Whatever is seasonal fruit is available. And if you are a non-vegetarian, you can eat non-vegetarian, but it should not be very deep fried in a lot of oil and ghee. It should be mostly grilled. But 60% of your food should contain vegetables, fruits, skim milk, and some dal, chapati, and like that. You can eat non-vegetarian, I said, in limited quantity, properly cooked in a proper way. Third thing is that you must drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Why? You will, in your community, you will be coming across many people nowadays are developing kidney stones, urinary infection. Many of our ladies have this recurrent urinary infection problem. And it is to some extent related to inadequate water intake. If you take 3 liters, 2 to 3 liters of water daily, you can prevent these kidney problems to a large extent. Then you should never neglect your body symptoms. Okay, now we are already, all of us, we are in our 30s, 40s. It is not too late to change your lifestyle, definitely. If you have any kind of symptoms, you should never neglect, because neglecting symptoms means you are allowing the disease to become advanced. We always believe that all diseases affect others. That is wrong. We are same. Our body is built from the same elements. We are also living in the same society. We are also living same stressful life. So we always consider that you can get these diseases. And if you have some symptoms, for example, on walking or climbing stairs, you are becoming breathless. On walking or climbing or some physical activity, you are getting chest uneasiness. You are feeling giddiness, or you have some swelling in your body somewhere which should not be there. For example, in your breast or in your armpit or somewhere in your stomach. You feel anywhere some kind of swelling. Don't neglect it. Go and take advice from doctor. Because these diseases are very easy to treat in early stages. But once they become advanced, they become life-threatening, become expensive, and sometimes become incurable. So don't neglect your symptoms. If you have any bleeding from any side, unusual bleeding, many of the women, out of turn, if you have bleeding in the monthly periods, or you have bleeding in motions or urine, or in your cough, don't neglect. Immediately seek attention. Here the disease can be caught in early stage and prevented. There may be some elderly people in your family who, for a transient, for a short time, they have difficulty in speaking. Or sometimes they say that I am not able to lift cup, but after a few minutes they are all right. This may be the earliest sign of stroke. And you know that once stroke is full-fledged, the person is bedridden for life. But if you pick up these symptoms in early stage and take to a doctor, stroke can be prevented and from recurring again. And that person can live a healthy, useful life. Then don't generally make it a routine in your life, for your family members, a regular health checkup. Now, regular health checkup, there is a very wrong conception that you have to go to a big hospital, you have to spend some thousands of rupees to get checked. No. Your simple regular health checkup for a healthy person is checking your blood pressure once in 3 months, checking your blood sugar once a year, keeping body weight record, make a diary, right? And if you have any symptoms, get them checked. If all these things are normal, once a year, maybe you can check your cholesterol. That's it. And this does not require a lot of money. Unless these things are abnormal, even there is no need to go to a doctor. You know that in Western countries, they have come out with a very, very excellent program for the community. They have kept blood pressure recording machines in all supermarkets. They have a blood glucose monitor in most of the supermarkets. It is free. They can just go and get their blood pressure checked. If it is high, they become aware that they have a problem. If it is normal, good. So these kind of diseases can be prevented by awareness, by health education, and taking prompt action if something is wrong. So as I said, that if you want something which you never had, you have to do something which you have never done. That means if you want a healthy, successful, happy life, you have to plan for it. You have to work for it. Nothing comes free. But this should become your habit in your day-to-day life. It should not be a exercise or gym program going for 1 week, or joining some diet control, or some resort, going to resort for 15 days and trying to reduce weight. That kind of thing won't work. This should be a regular program in your day-to-day life for whole of your life, if you want to remain healthy for whole of your life. Now, all ladies, I have a nice quote for everybody, not for ladies, this is for everybody, but because this is a ladies program, it is more apt for them. First thing is that imagine fully in your mind what you want. You know what is the problem with ladies in Indian society? They try to see themselves through others' eyes. What my husband thinks about me, what my father-in-law thinks about me, what president thinks about secretary. That's not the thing. That will never help you. You have to see yourself through your own eyes. You see what you want, where you are lacking, and what you are willing to do to correct it. That is going to change your life. Not what others think about you is not going to change your life. So imagine your mind that what you want, and then believe in your heart that you can do it, and then achieve it with all your efforts and might. And there is no reason every woman in our society who has got resources, who has got some education, who has got family support, should not be healthy, fit, and happy. A happy woman is a happy family. Happy woman is a happy nation. Happy woman is a happy world. So it is up to you how you want to make yourself happy and contribute to the society. You all believe in fashion, isn't it? It is your right. All women have right to be fashionable. But what is the best fashion statement? Can anybody tell? What is the best fashion statement? A fit, healthy body with a smile on face is the best fashion statement. That you cannot buy even for millions of dollars, but you already have it if you want to bring it out. So with these small words, I again thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And it is my pleasure, always pleasure, to get associated with people of Washim. We have very, very fond memories, and we know that how dynamic the leadership of Washim clubs are. And any contribution, anything is required from my side for your activities, I will always be honored to participate. Again, I wish you a very successful tenure on Innerville, your assignment, your club, and you will be able to do a very wonderful work. Thanks again. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much. आपने इतने valuable अपना time निकाल के मार्गदर्शन किया है हमारा और हमारे members का. Thank you so much.
अब आपको कोरोना के बारे में या मैंने जो बात कही इसके बारे में अगर आपको कोई डाउट्स है, कुछ है, तो आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस, व्हाटएवर दे आर. आई सी सुनील गट्टानी देयर आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम. हाय.
हम चाहते हैं कि पूरा कोरोना के बारे में थोड़ा हाईलाइट कीजिए.
क्या बोल Hello. Yeah, I couldn't get question. Sorry. Yes. Any questions? Any queries? I can't hear you.
सर मुझे एक सवाल पूछना
हाँ बोलिए. या
सर आपने जो फास्ट फूड के बारे में जो बताया है कि फास्ट फूड न खाएं और बच्चे तो जिद करते ही है फास्ट फूड खाने के लिए, तो उसके लिए अपन क्या सोल्यूशन दे सकते हैं इसके लिए?
वेरी गुड. इसके लिए पहले आप अपने आपको खाना बंद करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. उसके बाद में उनको आप ऐसे एजुकेशन मटेरियल, पिक्चर्स ऐसा बताइए कि ये फूड खाने से ये क्या क्या बीमारी होती है और आगे चल के तुम बड़े हो जाओगे, जब तुम्हारी उम्र बढ़ेगी तो तुम्हारे क्या समस्याएं आएगी. एंड देन मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि फास्ट फूड कभी खाना ही नहीं चाहिए. बर्थडे पे केक खाना कोई गुनाह नहीं है, लेकिन it should be very very rare, very infrequent. Once in a while you can taste things, magar it's a matter of choice and matter of education and habit. You can mold them. I'll tell you, मैं boast नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I have 2 grown up children. They are now already working, but since their childhood I don't remember I have ever brought Pepsi, Coca-Cola or fast drinks in my house. We never drink and they have never asked for it. So it is matter of training them. It is matter of correcting them, and it is matter of educating them. It may take time, but nowadays children are very smart. Don't underestimate them. अगर आप उनको सही तरीके से समझाओगे तो डेफिनेटली वो लोग सब. थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा.
थैंक यू सर. मेरा और एक सवाल था, अगर कोई नहीं पूछ सके तो पूछ लूं?
हाँ बिल्कुल, जरूर पूछिए.
सर आपके इंट्रोडक्शन में मैडम ने बताया था कि आपको योगा में भी इंटरेस्ट है, तो कुछ लोग मैं देखती हूँ समाज में कि जो योगा लेते हैं, करते हैं, तो थोड़ा गलत तरीके से भी करता है, तो उसका जो परिणाम है वो बीपी के और शुगर के लोगों पे दिखाई दे रहा है, तो उसके लिए आप क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे?
नहीं, इसका मतलब आप बोल रहे योगा गलत तरीके से करने से जो नुकसान होता है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं आप?
हाँ जी.
हाँ, ओके. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल, ज्यादातर लोगों के लिए बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड योगा में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है
जी.
पहली बात, आपको किसी को शीर्षासन नहीं करना है
जी.
ठीक है. कुछ सिंपल योगा है जिससे आपके जॉइंट सफल रहे, आपके नेक का जो स्पाइन है और बैक पेन है वो बहुत ही सिंपल एक्सरसाइजेज है, उसमें गलती हो ही नहीं सकती.
जी.
अगर आप जाके वो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन आप देखोगे कैसे किया जाता है, वो आपको गूगल पे या यूट्यूब में कहीं भी मिल जाएगा. वो दे आर वेरी वेरी सिंपल एक्सरसाइजेस, नी जॉइंट के लिए, बैक के लिए और सर्वाइकल पेन के लिए. उसमें गलती होने का सवाल नहीं. आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ दैट काइंड ऑफ एक्सरसाइजेस. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग ऑफ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड योगा. सम ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज यू कांट गो रॉन्ग. So इस तरह के योगा करने से 15-20 मिनट is enough. Then as you become more and more confident and you want to get trained, then you can do it gradually. But it should take few months time to learn few yogas. You can't start doing it tomorrow. पहले एक से शुरू करिए, फिर थोड़े हफ्ते के बाद में दूसरा करिए, तीसरा करिए. आपकी बॉडी आपको बताएगी कि आप कितने कंफर्टेबल हो ये करने से. And then you can take it further. So it should be slow and steady and lifelong.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. और any आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
हेलो.
हाँ.
सर किसी और का क्वेश्चन भी होंगे तो वही मैं बोल रही सभी मेंबर्स को कि किसी का क्वेश्चन हो
Yes. जरूर. Yes, very good. या ये अभी कोरोना तो इतना चर्चा का विषय है, खाली इंडिया में नहीं पूरी दुनिया में. और ऐसा समय, ऐसी दशा कभी नहीं हुई ह्यूमैनिटी की, और ये इतना सरप्राइज और शॉकिंग है जिससे पूरी दुनिया जिससे डिस्टर्ब हो गई है। कोरोना एक वायरस डिसीज है जिसकी शुरुआत चाइना में हुई थी, और ये एकदम नए टाइप का वायरस है जिसके अगेंस्ट में अभी तक हमारे पास निश्चित रूप से काम करने वाली कोई भी दवाई या वैक्सीन नहीं है। इसीलिए जरूरी है कि इसकी रोकथाम की जाए। अब ये इतना तेजी से फैल रहा है तो इसके रोकथाम के उपाय भी अपने को उतने ही तेजी से, उतनी गंभीरता से करने पड़ेंगे। ये जो वायरस डिसीज है ये मोस्टली हमारे शरीर में इसका आगमन होता है हमारे रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट से, जहां से हम सांस लेते हैं, जहां से हम ब्रीदिंग करते हैं, जैसे हमारा नाक, मुंह, थ्रोट, और फिर अल्टीमेटली ब्रीदिंग पाइप एंड लंग्स, वहां से फिर ये सारे शरीर में फैलता है। तो ये अभी तक एक इंसान से दूसरे इंसान को तभी लगता है अगर आप बहुत नजदीक हो, और जो इंसान को कोरोना है वो पूरी अपनी सावधानी न बरते, जैसे खांसी, छींक आना, खांसी करना, वो जहां पर दूसरे लोग हैं या वातावरण में करते हैं तो वहां से दूसरे लोगों को लगता है। तो इसकी ये अच्छी बात कोरोना की ये है कम से कम कि इससे मरने वालों की संख्या खाली 3 से 5% है। इसका मतलब 90% लोग इस बीमारी से उनकी जान नहीं जाती। 10% लोग सीरियस बीमार होते हैं, लेकिन 3 से 5% लोगों की ही जान जाती है। लेकिन तकलीफ ये है कि वो 3 से 5% लोग जिनको जान का खतरा है वो कौन है वो बताना मुश्किल है। और ये इतना तेजी से फैल रहा है, करोड़ों लोगों में फैल रहा है, तो 3 से 5% करोड़ों में बहुत बड़ी संख्या हो जाती है, जिससे हम इतने सारे पेशेंट्स के देखभाल करने के लिए हमारे पास साधन नहीं है। इससे बचने के लिए कुछ उपाय है जो जरूरी है, जो हर एक ने करना है। वो है, पहला काम है सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग। किसी भी बड़ी भीड़ भाड़ वाली जगह में जाने से अपने आप को अवॉइड करिए, अपने आप को रोकिए। हमेशा मास्क पहनिए, कहीं भी आपको बाहर जाना है, अगर आप भीड़ भाड़ वाली जगह में भी नहीं जा रहे लेकिन कब कहाँ पहुंचोगे मालूम नहीं, तो मास्क पहनना बेहतर है। मास्क सही ढंग से पहनना जरूरी है। लोग मास्क खाली सिंबल के तरीके पे पहनने लगे हैं। मास्क पहनने का मतलब है आपका नाक और मुंह अच्छे से ढका होना चाहिए। उसके बाद इसका, ये वायरस का फैलने का दूसरा जो तरीका है, अगर कोई चीजें कंटेमिनेट हुई है, मतलब जहां पर वायरस लगा है, अब जैसे दरवाजे का हैंडल है, कार का हैंडल है, स्टीयरिंग व्हील है, या आप सुपरमार्केट जा रहे तो ट्रॉली है, वहां पर उस पे कोरोना है, और अगर आप उसको हाथ लगाते हैं, फिर वो हाथ आप अपने मुंह या चेहरे पे ले जाते हैं तो कोरोना हो सकता है। तो आपको अपने हाथ सैनिटाइज करके ही जाना है। जब भी आप घर से बाहर जाओ, अपने हाथ कम से कम 20 सेकंड के लिए अच्छे से साबुन से धोइए, और बाहर से आने के बाद भी तुरंत धोइए। अपना हाथ मुंह पे या नाक पे वो जो लगाने की आदत है उसको किसी तरह उसको रोकिए। जहां भी अपने को ऐसी कोई चीज को हाथ लगाना है, जैसे मैंने कहा ट्रॉली है या हैंडल है या कार का दरवाजा है, लेफ्ट हैंड यूज करिए, क्योंकि लेफ्ट हैंड आप मुंह पे कम ले जाएंगे, राइट हैंड ज्यादा ले जाएंगे। तो लेफ्ट हैंड से करिए, तो वो वायरस आपके शरीर तक नहीं पहुंचेगा। उसके बाद में कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जिनको कुछ बीमारियां अगर है तो उनसे कोरोना की गंभीर बीमारी होने के चांसेस ज्यादा है। जैसे किसी को लंग्स का प्रॉब्लम है, जैसे अस्थमा है, टीबी है, या लोग जिनको ब्लड प्रेशर है, शुगर है, 60 साल से ज्यादा है, ये और दूसरी गंभीर बीमारियां जैसे किडनी की डिसीज या कैंसर है, ऐसे लोगों में कोरोना की बीमारी गंभीर रूप लेती है। तो ये लोगों को बहुत ज्यादा सचेत रहना चाहिए। और आपको कोई भी सिम्टम्स है, जैसे बहुत ज्यादा बुखार हो रहा है या बहुत ज्यादा खांसी है या सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो रही है, तो आप तुरंत डॉक्टर के पास जाके उसका इलाज कराएं। और कोई एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? आप लोगों से मिलके ऐसा लग रहा है और वाशिम आना चाहिए। तो मेरे ख्याल से अपना 1 घंटे का समय ऑलमोस्ट पूरा होने आ रहा है। तो और अगर कोई सवाल, कोई क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, तो फिर से मैं आप सबका एक बार धन्यवाद करता हूं, और आपने मुझे आपके प्रोग्राम में अपने विचार बांटने का जो अवसर दिया। और आपका कभी कोई भी प्रोग्राम है जिसमें कोई तकनीकी सहायता की जरूरत है, आपको मेडिकल रिलेटेड या कोई भी प्रोग्राम करना है या कोई हेल्थ एजुकेशन करना है, तो मेरा योगदान, मेरा सौभाग्य रहेगा। और आप सबको अगेन एक बार बहुत बहुत बधाई, और आपके सुवर्ण भविष्य, अच्छी सेहत और खुशी के लिए मैं कामना करता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
सर जी, आवाज आ रही है सर जी?
हाँ, आ रही है। मेरी आवाज आ रही थी आपको?
हाँ, आ रही है सर।
सर बहुत अच्छी इन्फॉर्मेशन दी सर आपने। सारे हमारे भी क्वेरीज थी, सारी क्लियर हो गई है। बहुत बहुत थैंक यू।
थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
मिस्टर श्याम जी आपसे कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं?
हाँ बोलिए श्याम, बोलिए।
ये कार्यक्रम
आपके श्याम जी है, हमारे भी श्याम जी है। बोलिए।
ये एक हमारी तरफ से मोमेंटो है, इनरवेल क्लब की तरफ से।
ओके, थैंक यू। या ये तो वाशिम आके लेना पड़ेगा मेरे को। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। और कैसे है डॉक्टर अशोक बंग, ब्रिजलाल जी, हेडा जी, डॉक्टर अरुण नोवा तो शायद चले गए वाशिम छोड़ के।
वेलकम वेलकम, आइए वाशिम,
आइए, सबको हमारा नमस्कार बोलिए। थैंक यू
सर। हम आपके इंतजार में ही रहेंगे, बिल्कुल। हम बार बार आपको वाशिम बुलाएंगे और आपको भी आना है। हमें
जरूर
भी पड़ेगी आपकी। और
थैंक यू।
हमारे क्लब की तरफ से